Fifi Mangaka here. When you pick up your favorite manga, you're reading the words and gazing at the artwork that tells a story of a meticulously crafted world. We see a manga in its final stage, packaged and primed to be shared with hungry readers all over the globe. Though this is how it seems to us, it really starts with a blank page staring back at you. And for some of us, that page stays blank for a lot longer than we'd like. That's because we try to think of the entire story, the plot, the conflict, everything all at once. But did you know that there are 7 basic narrative plot lines that have been recycled over and over again? And that these frameworks exist in every single story, including all of your favorite manga? Well, buckle up, because in this video I'm going to give you all the tools of the trade that you need, including those narrative plot lines, to come up with story ideas for your manga. Quickly, like 5 minutes quickly. Let's go. First, setting. Pick a location, time, and/or historical era for your story. Is it post-apocalyptic futurism? Regency era? Neolithic or Paleolithic era? I mean, it's unique. No two mangas are exactly the same with setting, so be sure to get creative here. Next, pick a common narrative arc for your manga. Is it a classic hero's journey where the protagonist leaves a mundane home life to embark on a magnificent expedition? Or a race against time where the protagonists have just one opportunity to prevent total disaster? The basic premise of Olde Treehouse, by the way. The setting drives every aspect of the story in that all of your characters are confined to this setting. The politics, climate, job types, all of these things depend on the setting. This is the place to set the stage for your story, and once you finalize the setting, you can move on to populating your world with humans, or whatever creatures your story focuses on. Next, main characters. They interact in the setting and are the driver for what events occur in the story. Before you even think about the overall plot, think about one main character, just one. What are they like? How old are they? Where do they live in your world? Are they young and adventurous, or mature and seasoned? How do they fit into the setting you've created? What sorts of jobs do they have? Are they a warrior? Are they part of some kind of government? Use Dungeons & Dragons alignments to quickly place your main character on a moral spectrum. This will help you determine how your main character will make decisions, and it's just overall a fantastic way to characterize protagonists in your story. Next, and this is important, think about your protagonist's goal. One sentence. What are they trying to accomplish within the setting that they're confined to? Don't worry about specifics here, just imagine your protagonist is hardwired to do or try one thing. What could it be based on, the setting that you picked? Once you figure out these specifics for the hero, we're on to the fun part. Now it's time to brainstorm ideas for our antagonist. This person does not have to be the in-game antagonist at all, but this person will be the first person to interrupt our protagonist and try to stop them from reaching their goal. An annoying roadblock, if you will. Go back to the D&D alignment chart, look at your protagonist's alignment, and pick the alignment directly opposed to it. This is for simplicity and will help you quickly get your first opponent in your manga out. If protag is lawful good and always does the right thing in accordance with the law, antag should be chaotic evil and seek to disrupt that peace that protag wants to maintain. This will open the door for the first major conflict in your story, as their opposing ideologies will certainly cause problems. Whew, I'm making some pretty good time here. Give a like and subscribe to the channel if you think I'll finish within the time remaining. Or if you just like watching the speed paint of Solomon Vex from my manga Olde Treehouse. I certainly wish I could just be hanging out and chilling in Clip Studio like he is right now. Okay, on to plot development. This is the most dense part of writing a story. But we have a cheat code. Remember those 7 narrative plots that are the basis of all storytelling that I mentioned in the intro? Yeah, we're gonna crank those out right now. And here they are. Starting with number 1, overcoming the monster. Your protagonist sets out on a heroic journey to defeat a powerful adversary or monster. She triumphs over evil against all odds. Number 2, rags to riches. Your protagonist rises from a disadvantaged position to achieve success, wealth, or happiness. Whatever riches really means in your world that you created back in the setting step. This story is all about transformation and personal growth. Number 3, the quest, my personal favorite. Protag embarks on an epic adventure to obtain a valuable object, accomplish a mission, or to fulfill his destiny. Number 4, and this one is somewhat similar to the quest, but there's one pivotal difference. Voyage and return. Protag goes on a journey similar to the quest, but they return back home at the end utterly transformed by their adventure. Typically in Voyage and Return, The protagonist embarks on quite an extraordinary journey and goes back to somewhat of a mundane town with all of their tales of adventure. Number 5. Comedy. Tell jokes, make a funny manga, profit. Number 6. Tragedy. Protag is fatally flawed, or protagonist's environment causes their downfall somehow. For this one, grab the tissues and crank up the suffering. Number 7, and our final narrative archetype, rebirth. Our hero changes their ways due to some kind of experience. Think one long redemption arc. You can use all of these narrative archetypes included with the setting that you came up with, the main character you came up with, the antagonist, all together to create a true story from start to finish, without staring at that blank screen over and over again. These are our blueprints and we can use it to really craft something extraordinarily compelling. And with that, we've made it! Storytelling is basically the summation of various stories told throughout time over and over again, but the thing that makes stories different and unique is our own spin on it. Our unique characters, our unique setting and how they interact, bringing these unique characters to life. But it really doesn't have to be that hard. Think about the narrative archetypes, think about your world, your character, and start from there. You don't have to have every piece of a plot complete and finished in order to have a good story or to be able to start drawing your manga. So if you found this video helpful, please feel free to give a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'm Fifi Mangaka and I talk all about lore, writing, art, and things related to me creating my own indie manga, Olde Treehouse. And I'll see you next time. Bye!